What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, first and foremost, I do want to go ahead and apologize for such a vicious amount of shipment gameplay on this channel. If you've been watching all of my commentary videos for Call of Duty, pretty much all the background footage has been on shipment. But I gotta be honest, there's not really much else to be excited for when it comes to Season 1 or even the mid-season of Season 1 for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. It's all plain, it's all basic. The only new content that's actually exciting to try is, as you see right here, shipment. So I have a ton of gameplay racking up on this map. I'm going to try to branch out and get some different maps in the rotation again. But man, right now, I'm mostly just waiting for Season 2 to give us a nice drop of content. Fingers crossed! It's a nice drop of content, but we need something more to get me back into the replayability of this title. But my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, boy, do I have a treat for each and every one of you guys. Today is going to be a video that I talked a little bit about this topic a couple of times before, but I've never known the truth about how Activision handles cheaters and how they handle shadow bans. Now, recently, it's been going across the internet, as always. I mean, banning in COD has been something that has just been going crazy. I believe since Modern Warfare 2019, maybe a little bit Black Ops 4, but mostly Modern Warfare 2019 up to current date. Basically, the anti-cheat has just not been doing its job correctly. There's cheaters just absolutely everywhere when it comes to Call of Duty titles. And then on top of that, people who aren't cheating are getting their accounts completely banned. I mean, one of the people that I actually know and play with, who is 110% not cheating, actually got banned from Cold War, which was a permaban on all of the Call of Duty titles. So he had to go ahead and buy the game on a completely different platform because apparently he was quote-unquote cheating. Their anti-cheat is horrible. And on top of that, you want to know what's even more worse? The shadow banning system. As you can see right here, a post from Charlie Intel. And the reason why I believe this, so heavily is because I wouldn't say he's a shill, but he definitely favors the, Call of Duty friendly side way more than being critical. He does have his critical takes. I'm not saying he's not critical whatsoever. But like I said, much more lenient when it comes to giving criticism to these publishers. But Charlie Intel said, I see the conversation around shadow bans coming up again. The way it works, from what I know, is if someone is reported multiple times, they are placed in a shadow ban period to see if they are actually a cheater. If not a cheater, the shadow ban is removed after a set time period. Now, it doesn't take a genius to be able to tell you why this is just absolutely awful. They are basically allowing any person out there who is angry, salty, pissed off at any, individual player, free reign to basically cause terror in anybody's life, or even potentially cost someone $70 that they spent on their game. To be honest, I always thought that, Activision just simply sucked at their job. Whoever they hired for the anti-cheat system to review and go over accounts just didn't simply know how to go over accounts, and they didn't know the difference between a skilled player, a cheater, someone who's mediocre, a noob. They just can't tell the difference between good and cheating. That's what I always assumed. Or maybe they were just pissed off and they were taking advantage of their mod abilities to ban individuals or put them into shadow banned lobbies. I've seen that stuff happen in multiple different games as well. But it seems that it's not that. It's just a faulty system overall. You, yourself, could go into any random match and spam that this person or this individual is cheating. Spam him enough times, guess what's going to happen to him? He or she is going to be forced into a shadow ban lobby where they don't belong. They're not cheating. They're not doing anything wrong. But now they are forced to play with cheaters. And I'm not saying every shadow ban lobby is stuffed with cheaters. That's not the case. But, more than likely there's going to be 10 times the amount of cheaters in a shadow ban lobby than there would be in the regular, matchmaking playlist. So you're forcing someone who would never cheat in the first place, who has a completely clean record. You're forcing them into a shadow ban lobby where they're going to be, forced to verse people who possibly are cheating or just absolutely cracked out of their minds. Skill-based matchmaking turned to the absolute max. All because someone was salty and false spammed them instead of actually, having someone go behind the scenes and look to see if maybe they're worth going into this exact playlist. Now, I get that they're doing this to make it easier for the people who are reviewing accounts to see if they're cheating, right? Instead of having to go through all these different accounts to find out, people can ban someone or people can report someone enough that they'll go to a specific playlist, and in that playlist, that's where they'll be monitored. So it's easier to identify who's cheating and who's not cheating, because basically everybody who gets reported the most will end up there for them to find. So I get why they're doing this, and I get why it's convenient. But at the same exact time, do you really believe that gamers, your community, have the level-headedness to know when someone is cheating and not cheating, instead of just throwing out, false accusations everywhere. You really trust your community that much? Because I personally wouldn't. There's things I trust the community with. Game design decisions, if they've been playing for a long time, obviously they know what makes the game good to a certain degree. There's things that the community can help with, but when it comes to their emotions and how they handle other engagements with other people, I don't think the best idea is to give them free reign to be able to put them in shadow ban lobbies, because they will do it to absolutely everybody. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen people who will literally call any person that will land a shot on them a hacker. It's there, and they will report them. They will try to ban them. It is what it is. And these are the people that Activision has faith in. Like I said, the system is completely flawed in every possible way. And at the same exact time, this is why I am extremely stressed about why the hell is Activision working on AI to combat toxicity in game chat? Again, I understand that they could potentially be doing it out the kindness of their own hearts, but every system they have in place, in my opinion at least, skill-based matchmaking, anti-cheat, they are all flawed. Innocent people get banned every single day. People who are just hopping into COD are versing people who are 10 trillion times their skill level just simply because they might just be half decent at playing FPS games. Their skill from going from Rainbow Six to COD might not be that bad, or their skill from going from Battlefield to COD might not be that bad. But because they know how to shoot a gun, guess what? They have to verse 10 KD players who've been playing since the start of the whole overall franchise. Every system in this game is flawed, and it stresses me to hell because what is going to happen when they implement this new AI system that's going to detect what we're saying with our mouths and our mics in game? You see why I'm stressing here about this whole overall stuff? It's a scary time to be a COD fan. And honestly, the way that they're handling everything needs to be completely, when I say completely, I mean completely reworked. And the funniest thing about this whole situation is under the tweet, Charlie Intel actually, he was responding to someone, and he was just saying that, there is a system in place where if you get, flagged multiple times, the system will check in and notice that you aren't cheating, it's just a bunch of baloney again, and they'll let you back into the regular servers. But the funny thing about it is that it's only for top tier streamers. So the best of the best streamers, the best YouTube channels, the people who get the most views, the people who can advertise their game, they get priority. They're on the list of people who, when they get chalked up as a cheater, they don't have to worry about it. But every other person out there, your everyday individual who has a job, who has a family, who has class, whatever your things are in life, you aren't prioritized. Someone can falsely accuse you a million times. And trust me, you will never be put on a list for, being accused so many times, and they'll just check you off and say, oh, this is false. No, you will be going through the ringer again and again and again. You know what I'm saying here? It's a horrible cycle. So the moral of the story is, if you are an individual who, is actually pretty decent at COD, maybe you enjoy the franchise, maybe you enjoy the toxicity of the franchise, Call of Duty has always been known for toxic search and destroy, maybe that's what you enjoy. All of the things that you might enjoy COD for can potentially make sure you never touch the game again with a permanent ban, or even put you into lobbies where you'll verse nothing but cheaters, the shadow ban lobbies, and that will be so bad that it'll just make you not want to touch the Call of Duty franchise again. And the worst part about it is it's not even because of you. It's because some random individual on the internet who has no clue the difference between a cheater or a decent player, or maybe is just angry at you and has beef with you and wants to see your account banned. These people out there have even more power to back them up instead of them having less power, how it should be. This whole time we're supposed to be combating these individuals who are falsely banning it, but instead it seems like we're encouraging and enforcing them. It's such a backward cycle, and it's leaving tons of Call of Duty fans completely dissatisfied with the franchise, and it has to change as soon as possible. But ladies and gentlemen, do me a massive favor. Go down in the comment section and leave your opinions down below. Have you been shadow banned? Have you witnessed one of your friends get shadow banned? Have you witnessed anybody's accounts get banned? Like I said, I've witnessed so many bans. It's ridiculous over people who would never cheat a day in their life. I know them personally. I've seen their stuff, and they can't even get into a game of COD. It's ridiculous nowadays. And I think that change needs to happen soon, or else, as you can see right here, people are already leaving the game as it is, so it's only going to make it worse. But Ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, bums, and hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new, enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, want to chat me, there's two ways to do so. I have a Twitter and Discord, both linked down in the description. And also want to catch me with live streams of video games over on Twitch. Link that's in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you all next one. Peace out.